Hi guys, Tristan here from Mortlock Yachts. I'm joined with my colleague, Mr. Ari Steele, and we are at the Cannes Yachting Festival. Behind me here, we have the Arcadia A96, and Ari's going to take you around this boat. He's going to be joined by Francesco from Arcadia. Enjoy the tour, and don't give Ari too much of a hard time, all right? See you later.
Okay, we're with Francesco from Arcadia Yachts, and we're on the brand new world premiere launch of the A96. Francesco, thanks for having us today. It's really kind of you. I know that you're very, very busy throughout the show. So
it's always a pleasure sharing sometimes with you on board of our brand new A96. We are in the master quarter. That is one of the key points of this project. Our idea since ever is trying to put the customer and their guest in contact with the nature, in contact with people, in contact with the sea breeze, the smell, all the natural elements. And the great achievement of this Arcadia yacht is to put natural feelings also inside. If you look at these silky materials, this real wood solution, the bathroom that is realized in real stone handcrafted by craftsmen in Italy, and Calacata marble, you can see what does it mean in terms of touch.
a huge amount of light, probably the maximum possible amount of light to come into this space, which is just looking fantastic. Everything feels and looks really high end. You can tell the finishings, no expense has really been spared. Look at the amount of space there in the walk-in wardrobe there. So at midships, looks like there's the two twin cabins to midships.
You have two VIPs and two guest cabins.
Wow, that's a massive ensuite.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that. It's bigger than my ensuite in my apartment in Nice, I think. How lovely. The finishes are absolutely gorgeous. Do you mind if we have a quick look at the VIPs?
Please, go.
Again, using these the marble here.
But have a look at this wonderful window.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Absolutely massive.
Everything is massive because we want to make this really comfortable.
Yeah.
The Arcadia realizes the yachts that are supposed to sail. You can have a look at the shower at the space inside here. That is fantastic.
Oh, I love the shot in the mirror as well. It's just beautiful.
We try to work everything. Also look at
The Ottoman, yeah.
Yeah, the poof. How do you call it in English? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I call it Ottoman, but that could be wrong.
Experience luxury yachting with Mortlock Yachts. With an exclusive array of top-tier charter vessels, we coordinate your charter from sourcing the right yacht to suit your criteria, to all liaisons with the crew and the final details in between. If you're looking to buy or sell a yacht, our expertise covers all aspects from sourcing the buyer or seller to the final technical specs of a new build. Discover luxury charters, charter management, sales and new build with us by reaching out to info@mortlock-yachts.com or clicking the link in the description box below.
And this opens completely. Those goes that way and then opens this way completely.
Oh, wonderful.
It's fully open.
I mean, we'll have to talk about this. Perhaps I hope we have the time, but the A96 series has got quite a lot of solar with the vessel, which is allowing you to recover quite a lot of energy, 4.5 kilowatts, if I'm correct. Which is, correct me if I'm wrong, but 4.5 kilowatts would be probably enough to run a lot of the hotel aspects. Maybe not the air conditioning, but certainly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly, exactly this point. I want to show you the bow.
Wow, such a huge amount of space. So you could certainly have a cocktail here of an evening.
Yeah.
How fabulous.
That's the idea. On tomorrow, we should have, weather permitting,
Yes.
a yoga session with 4 or 5 people coming here.
How nice.
And here we start with all the things that concern the crew. So here we have the helm station.
How fabulous to have this absolutely huge helm. The wheel is something more akin to being on a sailboat, but it's really, really fantastic. I know from my own experience handling yachts, there's nothing that can replace having a wheel when you're trying to drive. A lot of the times in modern yachts, they're opting to just have small tillers or small wheels, but there's nothing quite like having the feeling of a wheel in your hands when you're trying to drive a yacht, especially one of this size. It's fabulous. We do know a little bit about the drives. We'll talk about them later. We've got the Volvo Pentas ×4, which allows you to use the Volvo Penta patented docking system, which makes docking a breeze. And I'm sure it has the full navigation equipment.
And here we also have another nice features with Garmin, that is the Garmin overview.
Yes.
So we have 6 cameras that I don't know how they collect all the information and they create a view.
I've seen it before. It's excellent.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really excellent. So through computer algorithms and different camera angles, it gives you an idea, actually a really great concept idea of where the boat is. And when you're docking, even though you won't visually be able to see, the cameras will give you an overview of where the boat is and you can actually start to put it into the dock. And it's very reliable. Here we go.
Should be here.
So there on the left-hand side, you can see we're pressed up against the dock with our starboard side. And it's essentially like having a camera overhead telling you exactly where you are. Really impressive. And this is where technology is taking us these days. Hopefully we don't learn how to, we don't forget how to drive boats. Okay.
So from... this is one of the other peculiarities of this yacht.
Yes.
From the helm station, we can easily move to the pantry that is used clearly to serve the saloon of the upper deck and the other area.
Absolutely.
And most importantly, they have a dedicated stairs. The crew has his own dedicated stairs that moves from the crew quarter up to the main deck galley, up to the pantry. So there is a private circulation for the guests and also for the crew that needs sometimes some rest.
I was going to mention it's important for the guests absolutely to have their own space, but just as important for the crew to be able to have a little bit of privacy themselves.
Like the workers in the factory,
yes,
it's you cannot change or substitute a captain with just a surround view. You need a real captain. You need people that are happy with their cabins, with their possibility to work properly, because otherwise your holiday could be a problem. You have to take this in mind. Happy crew, happy customer. If they love the boat, if they have a good relationship with the owner, it's a perfect and fantastic atmosphere. We had some useful elements like this layout. I'm sorry, there is some...
Oh, this is the nature of yachting. Always work going on. Wow, how fabulous. I can imagine guests also maybe just hanging out here having an espresso. It's very pleasant to be here.
Eventually, we designed this Var Cucina, that is an Italian brand, also because we have seen that there are more and more customers that wants to enjoy the pleasure of preparing meal for themselves and for the others. There are a lot of people that love cooking.
Yes.
All around the world.
It is a great
So you also have to think not only as a service element, a crew element, but could also be a guest.
But the lads working hard here, making sure everything's shiny for day 4 of the Cannes Yacht Show. Day 3 rather, day 3. I'm getting ahead of myself. Wow, this is a lovely space. Really gorgeous.
Let's see if we can open this side door.
So just to give some context, Francesco has very kindly come down quite early in the morning before the show has actually begun to allow us this opportunity to do this viewing. And that's why we've still got the lads running around working really hard to make sure that everything's shiny. And we're happy to be here. It's actually really nice to see all these boats in the morning as well. So wow, this is fabulous. So you're opening up the space here. What would we call this drop-down platform that's...
it's a balcony.
It's a balcony.
Fabulous. And we have also, later I will show you in...
Wow, look at this. That is something. I mean, these doors are, I suppose, watertight as well, so they've really got a lot of weight to them. You can tell by the way they're moving. So it would have been really important to design a track system that was going to tolerate this. And yeah, it shows. It looks excellent.
So you see you have 7 meters opening.
Wow.
And you can leave the sea breeze inside of the air conditioning.
It's incredible. It's absolutely...
And we do not open the other side, otherwise there would be...
No, we really appreciate just that. That's fabulous. I think it really gives people a great insight into to how open it feels. It's really quite tremendous. And of course, this balcony here has just given... I mean, it just feels like such a huge yacht now. You've added about probably 80 centimeters here with a balcony, maybe a meter, and then it's just all of a sudden it's just this sensation of space.
The beam of this boat is 7.92 meters. With the two balconies, we reach almost 8.8
Absolutely.
meters.
Yeah.
And these are, you see how much it is connected with the two areas, and also the most beautiful feature is this one.
Oh wow. Okay. Right.
This one opens down.
So Ian, if you come back here when you can, what Francesco's pointing out here is this here on the quarter, this actually drops down this platform
On both sides.
and that extends the
further,
swim platform.
yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
That's huge. Do you have the option of? Is there an option if someone wanted to put a tender back here? Could you have a crane?
You don't have the crane. You use this transformer solution.
Excellent.
So you can put a tender the size you want, and
Yes.
it goes easily up and down.
Lovely.
But our idea of having the tender on the bow,
yeah.
forward, yes, is because there are others that have the tender on the stern, on the platform. But while you are in navigation, for instance, you are seated here, you look at the back,
Yeah.
and you have a look on a tender that is plenty of salt, wet, so it's not a nice view. So getting it on the bow is, let's say, a problem for the captain, and not even a problem because he can check what is going on with these
I think the
with the
captain-
bigger toys.
He'd like to have an eye on the tender, wouldn't he?
Exactly. So it's a win-win situation for
Yes.
everybody.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Francesco. It's really kind of you to make the time, and we're really impressed with the Arcadia.
Thank you so much for your time. Again, ciao.
Ciao.